Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm literally doing this video right after my long one that I just did for the day, but as you probably saw from the title, I want to get your opinion on something. There have been so many of you that have commented under my videos, and you've just given so much support and so much good advice, and I want to try to actually utilize that. So my two roommates and I are actually on this full dietary journey together, but we all three have different preferences. You have Rumi, who is kind of our carb addict, and she's sort of like just like a lot of people. I don't judge her at all for it, but she really, really, really loves her carbs and is, a person that's like, well, I can't get through my day unless I have them. And then you have Pookie, who she'll kind of eat anything, but she's one of those people that kind of says, oh, well, I'll eat anything and I won't get sick of it, and then she'll get sick of it very quickly. She'll be like, do you have anything else? Do we have anything else? And I can't afford to be picky because I'm desperate, but I want to make this as easy as possible for everybody in the house. So what I want your opinion on is, do you think it is better? And I know it's better for some. It just depends on you as a person. But I really want to hear your thoughts. Do you think it's better to try to just abstain from everything? Or I guess what I should ask is, do you think it would be more beneficial for the three of us to try to start with a whole foods approach, like try to get into keto and ketovore and carnivore slowly this time? I have experience with doing like stints of carnivore. I have no problem with it. It can get just a little bit grating in the first few like weeks because of the cravings. The cravings are intense. But I've talked with my two roommates about it a lot, and we've said, oh, well, maybe we'll just do carnivore, but we'll have like a little bit of fruit. So doing more ketovore ish. But then, of course, everybody's like, don't eat fruit because it's sugar. And then we've talked about just doing strict keto and trying to kind of wean ourselves more into carnivore. But it's gotten to the point where it's just every time we say we're going to do it, it turns into, well, we'll just pick something up today from somewhere else. And it's a lot of processed crazy garbage food, everything from the SAD diet. It just keeps coming back. The addiction is so hard to beat. And afterward, it's like a weird food haze. It's like a weird food haze of just, oh, well, I'm going to eat it now. And then immediately afterward, I'm going to regret it and be like, what have I done? What have I done? I've ruined the day. I want to stop that. That's the first part of the cycle that I want to break, is that food haze. So having a consistent sort of structure to look at would be nice to kind of try to follow. And I want it to try to be as beneficial but as encompassing as I can possibly make it for all three of us. So we had kind of come to an agreement on, we will try to do animal-based but with some whole foods. Like, since Rumi really loves bread, I learned how to make homemade bread. And I have, thankfully, I have the time to be able to do that. Sometimes I have limited resources to do that, but we're okay with just skipping bread if I can't make it at home. Let me know if you guys would also like to see the recipe that I'm using to be able to give a better opinion on if you think that it's decent enough. I'll probably end up posting it just because I want to be as clear as possible with exactly what I'm doing on my diet, so that I can show you, macros of it if you'd like to see that, and the ingredients that I'm using. I know there's a lot of about flour, and it's a little iffy, but we had talked about, well, we'll just do heavily meat-based, and then we'll do some fruits, like not fruit smoothies or anything like that, like just literal fresh from the store or the farmer's market or whatever. Buy it, wash it, eat it, that's it. And then that homemade bread. And that would essentially, with a little bit of dairy, because they still like, cheese and stuff packed in their lunches and whatnot. I don't really eat cheese. I have a weak spot for the softer cheeses that tend to be more carb heavy, so I try to kind of like stay away from it. But I do try to drink Element. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I do try to drink that because I have a lot of problems keeping my potassium and magnesium actually up, just on the regular, not even with a low carb diet, but just on the regular. So low carb really knocks me on my butt. But I will try to use a little bit of half and half because I have like the chocolate salt or the chai tea flavor, which is really good if you have just a little bit of half and half with some hot water. But yeah, so bread, fruit, homemade bread, fruit, and some dairy and majorly meat. What is your guys' opinion of that? Or do you think that it's better to just completely try to just rip the Band-Aid off, get rid of the carbs, and just dedicate? Like, is the diet really so good that you've seen that it would just be more beneficial to get over the cravings and not kind of nurse them into being more of a problem? But leave your comments below. Thank you guys so much. Any help is appreciated. I'm not trying to start like a big debate or a war in the comments or anything. I just really want to see your guys' opinion. Thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye, guys.